Tonight we are celebrating Western New York with a treasure lost and now found. This is a story that started 46 years ago when a man from Buffalo who now lives in Colorado lost his class ring.
But thanks to a couple of people here in the city of good neighbors, the lost treasure is now on its way back to its owner. Here's Pete Gallivan.
In his work life, Dan Milovich is a lieutenant with the Buffalo Fire Department. But out here,
I'm a detectorist, a metal detectorist.
on the advice from his doctor, he picked up the hobby to unwind and get some exercise. And then there's the other draw.
Did you ever watch Curse of Oak Island? That starts there. I'm going to find treasure.
But seriously, it's more out of curiosity than some get-rich-quick scheme.
There's so much history in the ground, especially Western New York. It's a great area. We have a lot of history. And just 6 or 8 inches below your feet, you'll never know what's coming up. So it's addicting.
And he has found some treasures.
There is a collar tab from the Union Army Civil War, 74th Regiment that was mustered here in Western New York.
And last week, he discovered a mystery, the case of the lost class ring. His detector beeped above the Nichols class ring circa 1975. After cleaning it up, he noticed the owner's name engraved on the band. And his first thought was, after 46 years, to get the ring back to him.
Couldn't reach out to him, couldn't find him on Facebook. We tried social media. The school didn't have an updated address for him, so we were kind of stuck, and I thought, well, here's another ring for my collection.
And that's where Therese Fortin Barnes comes into the picture.
I walk a lot, and I see Dan sometimes on my walks.
One of her businesses is a matchmaking service, which includes background checks.
And I dug around for him and couldn't find much on him, but I found his wife's phone number.
So she put that skill to good use.
About 20 minutes later, he called me back and was just enamored over this whole situation.
And ultimately located the ring owner in Colorado.
He had only had it for 2 to 3 weeks. He bought it himself. He lost it somewhere and never found it, obviously, again. So he is so excited about having this ring back and a piece of his history.
Absolutely gratifying when Teresa came up to me yesterday and said, we found the owner. That made it all worthwhile, because I was afraid that we weren't going to be able to get a hold of this guy after all these years, and made my day. Absolutely made my day.
How cool is that?
Love it.
By the way, thanks to Pete Gallivan for that story, but we do also want to point out that the ring's owner was thrilled to get it back after all these years, but he's a bit of a shy bunny. He declined an interview to be part of the story.
I love that. What are the chances that you would find it, still not be able to get it to the right person until, you know, one of your friends happens to be walking by and she's got the connection?
That's it.
It's wild.
I know, just all meant to be that it was to find its way home.